Hi, this is Carrie Brownstein.
This is DJ Premier.
This is Darren Aronofsky.
You got the RZA right here.
Rose McGowan.
Radiohead.
Aisha Tyler.
Tribe Called Quest.
Fred Armisen.
Fritz Paul.
Javier Munoz. Seth Meyers.
Frankie Cosmos.
Flying Lotus.
Hi, we're Chaim, and you're listening to the Talkhouse Podcast.
Hello and welcome to the Talkhouse Podcast. I'm Josh Modell. On this week's episode, we've got a pair of young artists and friends who share more in their outlooks than they do in their music. Alaska Reid and Ekkstacy. Alaska Reid, despite her name, actually grew up in Montana, as you'll hear in this chat, but she splits her time between there and Los Angeles, and you can sort of hear that in her music. It's polished indie rock that's got an edge you kind of have to look for. She's released a bunch of fantastic singles over the past couple of years, and just last month released her debut album, Disenchanter. You may have seen Reid opening for the likes of Charlie XCX or Caroline Polachek, and she'll embark on a headlining U.S. tour this September, and it'll probably be your one and only chance to see her play in relatively small venues for a while. Check out a little bit of French Fries from Disenchanter right here.
We were laughing in the booth, we got a little drunk, we were sharing cold French fries. You were talking about your dreams and creepy memories and bleeding through your Levi's. Oh, I won't judge you, I won't judge you, you can cry.
Ekkstacy is a Canadian musician who makes emotional songs that are deeply indebted to early 80s new wave, a sound he definitely didn't experience firsthand since he's barely old enough to drink. Ekkstacy is known for both songs and interviews that wear their emotions on their sleeves. He puts it all out there, and it often seems like he's exercising his most negative feelings through catchy songs. Sample song titles from last year's album Misery include I Just Want to Hide My Face and Wish I Was Dead. And his big breakthrough single was I Walk This Earth All By Myself. But he's no sad sack. Ekkstacy is passionate about what he's doing, and he wants to make it big, as you'll hear in this conversation. Check out a bit of I'm So Happy right here. As a person of a certain age, by which I mean way older than these two, I found this chat fascinating. Alaska and Ekkstacy talk about growing up plugged in and how that can affect your personality. They talk about how much you're obligated to engage with a live audience. And Ekkstacy talks about a run-in with Tobey Maguire and Leonardo DiCaprio and how he wants what they've got, though not exactly. Enjoy.
Okay.
Damn.
Hi, Alaska.
Hi. Okay, so the shows have been looking really good. The band sounds great.
Yeah, it's the best it's ever sounded.
So you're happy? Because I know you were nervous.
I was really upset. I cried on the flight in the way to Europe. This song that me and Preston used to listen to all the time came on, and I started crying.
Oh my god. Bands are hard.
You have Shigeki. Imagine if Shigeki quit.
I'd be sad, but I love Josh. I don't want him to think that.
Me too. I think
that I wouldn't be sad, but I'm like at such a point where
Damn.
Josh is definitely the best person I've ever had. But like literally, I'm in love with Josh. I want him to stay in it forever. But like, I know if he needed to go and do his solo stuff, I would totally be okay with it. Because I think I'm just so used to so many band people being in and out of my life. And I guess Josh is beyond a band person, but you know,
Yeah, no, I feel that.
I just have had so many fucking people play with me. I'm just at this point, you get to this thing where you're like, all that matters is if I can get on stage and perform at the end of the day, which kind of sucks because it's a very lonely reality, but you're just like, fuck it.
That was my first band breakup, so you've probably been through more than me, obviously.
Yeah.
Because you were an actual band kid, right?
Kind of, not really.
I was a fake band kid. I'm not a band kid at all. I was a SoundCloud rapper.
What?
I was. You didn't know that? I was full on SoundCloud rapper when I started making music.
But you're like a punk kid to me.
But SoundCloud was punk.
Ah, okay. I see. We're talking about punk in a very
SoundCloud was just the exact same as punk rock. It was just not as political and just different sound. Same thing though.
Okay, I'm gonna sound like an idiot, so I need you to help me. But aren't you too young to be deep in SoundCloud?
I mean, it started in 2014. I was 14. Yeah. In 2019, it was the most popular thing, and I was 16. This perfect age.
Okay, I guess you're right.
I like grew up perfectly with it.
I see. Okay.
It would have been even better if maybe I was like 23 now or 24, but
Yeah.
I would like caught it. I caught it perfectly at the right time. So yes, I was a SoundCloud rapper.
Okay. I mean, I was doing stuff too at 14, but I just didn't know how to use a computer. I didn't even really know how to like get online.
Yeah, no, me neither. I feel that. I did not. I had no idea. I couldn't have named you a single band when I was 15 years old, besides like maybe Metallica.
I mean, that's not bad. That's pretty good.
Yeah. So you're a band kid.
Kind of, but I'm gonna tell you why I'm a little bit like you. And
Okay, tell me.
it's in a loose way.
Okay.
Because you like those are your songs. You're not writing with your band in the room, right? And you've never done that.
Mhm.
I pretended to be a band kid, but I was like doing a solo thing and being like, I was literally as a 14-year-old, 15. Well, actually, when I was 14, 15, I was doing solo stuff. But when I was like 18 and doing my band, I said like, I want to market it as a band because I think people don't want to hear a solo person.
That's so wrong.
So I was like, pretending to be in a band.
A band. Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm doing now. You're right.
Yeah. But I think what you've got is good.
People don't think of me as a band. I kind of wish I was a band sometimes.
Yeah, but then you don't though, because like
No, but then you don't. You're right.
imagine people leaving and that feeling and then amplify it by like so much more. Like whatever the project is that you've created, you are, you're a team with that person. And so if you guys are having like a personal problem, like you can't just go away and write a song that's going to be exactly like the band by yourself. I mean, I'm wrong, but I'm saying like in theory.
No, you're not wrong. That's true. I mean, my producer, that's how I'd feel if he left. I wouldn't want to make music anymore. If he was like, I don't want to see you ever again or something, I'd be like, well, I'm going to jump off a cliff.
Where is he from?
He's from Germany.
How did you guys meet? Like on SoundCloud?
Yeah, basically. I mean, he found me on SoundCloud and then he DM'd me on Instagram.
Yeah, because I didn't understand this because I was like, you're from Vancouver. Like how?
And where are you from again? Where are you from?
I'm from all over, but America.
Where are you where'd you grow up?
I grew up in Montana mainly.
That's out there, huh? I've been to Montana.
Yeah. I mean, it looks kind of similar, I think, to Vancouver.
Did you like grow on like a farm? Like were you
No.
like grew up on a farm?
No way. No way. No way.
Like in the city?
No, not really in the city. Like when we first moved to Montana, we were out in what they call the valley, which isn't like the LA Valley, but like it is like the Paradise Valley. And we just lived on, I don't know, just
Like a farm.
not a farm.
But not a
just, like,
farm, but no animals.
out in the middle of nowhere, but you had to like drive to get to town.
Lived in like the boonies.
I guess. But then when I was older, we moved into town.
So it wasn't much internet then when you were a kid.
I didn't have email till 16 or something, 14.
I mean, email. What about Instagram? When did you get on Shinagram for the first time?
I have no idea.
I got on Instagram for the first time in grade 8,
Okay.
and I posted a video of me singing, and I got made fun of by my entire grade and deleted Instagram within the same week.
Like, that's so sad.
It's so fucked up.
You have such a beautiful voice, too. What were they making fun of you about?
I don't know. I sounded like a woman.
All little boys, too.
Yeah, well, it's whatever. It's fine. I was late to that. After that, I was like, I'm never going on there again.
Yeah. I was doing really cringe stuff, so I was happy that the internet wasn't around. Like, I was dressing like Patsy Cline, like an old country star. And well, actually the internet was a little bit around when this happened, but in the thick of it. And I wanted to be an opera singer and I was doing funny stuff. Yeah.
Damn, bro. That's cool. That's interesting. Opera singing, country, Alaska from Montana.
I was in an opera thing in Billings. I was like, my obsessions were like opera and Wonder Woman and Dinosaur Jr. It was like the weirdest combo of things.
Like what? How old are you when you're talking about this? Like 10 or like older than that? Yeah.
Yeah, 10, 12. Yeah.
Mine was skating and soccer and this one girl named Charlize.
Aside from Charlize, but do you find yourself going back? Because when I hit my early 20s, I found myself like going back to all the things I was interested in when I was way younger because I stopped stopping myself. I stopped being like, oh, that was cringe.
Yeah, like I was like Yeah, you're right. I was like watching Star Wars the other day and like Marvel, and I was like, oh, this is amazing.
Yeah, now you're okay with it, right? It's like this weird thing that happens when you're like 18, 19, 20, where you're so cringed out by these kind of essential elements of yourself. I don't know.
I mean, there's a lot of stuff that I never like stopped enjoying that are arguably cringe, but there's definitely a couple things that I've been revisiting that I annexed for a long time,
Yeah.
like soccer.
It's kind of fun though. It's like such a relief.
I like playing Fortnite.
I have no idea what that is. I sort of know.
You don't know what Fortnite is?
I'm going to tell you what I think it is.
Okay, tell me what you think it is.
Part of me thinks there's a soccer element to it, but then the other part of me just thinks it is about like building forts. Like in the evening or something. I don't know.
Oh my God, that was amazing. Oh, I'm so happy that's on video.
No.
No, you like shoot people. It's like a battle royale. You know that movie Battle Royale?
I don't, but I do think of the game where like people have the little pegs and the wooden boats, like the board game.
Battleship?
This is so dumb. Yeah, I'm
I
getting
have no
all these
idea.
things.
I don't know
getting
what
all
you're
these
talking
things
about.
confused.
Fortnite, you just kill people with guns. That's basically all it is. And you can build forts out of like wood.
See, okay, there's a fort building element to it.
Yeah. You're so lucky to be in Venice right now.
Why? I'm actually not in Venice. I'm in Montana.
What? Oh, really?
Yeah. I'm in
Oh man.
a basement in Montana. Wait, you're
Well,
in Paris, dude. What the fuck are you talking about?
I'd rather be in fucking Venice than fucking Paris.
What?
Fuck
we
Paris, man. Paris can. Ugh, no.
We should clarify it's not Venice, Italy that we're talking about. We're
No,
talking about
Venice, Los Angeles, California.
Yeah.
California is the best place in the world. Just kidding.
What?
That's not true.
You're-
Vancouver
you're-
is. Vancouver is the best place in the world.
Wait, one of the things I love about you, Stacey, is like when we were at Andrew's
Okay, don't.
birthday-
This.
No.
No, please don't. Please.
No, this
Please.
is good. No, this
Please.
is so good. No,
People
when
do
you're
this to me all the time. It's because I'm too flip floppy, man. I know.
No, I really love this. No, I love this. And this isn't about you being flip-floppy. This is about you just having like the guts. You'll be around like serious LA diehards. You'll be like, man, fuck LA. I hate LA. And you're like, I just want to be in the trees in Vancouver. And I'm like, wow, I never hear anyone say that. Just because
Yeah.
I get so much shit for ever being like, oh, LA. And then you just
Whatever,
kind of just,
man.
like, you're just like,
Yeah.
fuck it.
No, I just feel like I just miss things a lot, and whatever I miss the most at the time is like the best place. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's kind of
Like,
the
if-
curse of traveling or being from different places is you're always greener pastures.
Yeah, exactly. I'm the worst with that. People call me out for it all the time.
But you love being in
But it's-
Vancouver.
No, I do. I did correct myself that Vancouver's the best.
Yeah.
I wish that I could put a bunch of places together and make like utopia. There's like LA's missing things, Vancouver's missing things. Europe, I don't even care. It's too far away.
But you're in it. Yeah.
I really like Mexico.
Yeah.
I wish I was in
Mexico's
Mexico
cool.
right now. I've been craving Mexico recently, like Tulum or
Mexico's
something.
cool.
Oh, dude, Europe's annoying.
I love Europe.
People are mean here, dude.
Yeah, but you get fed really well there.
Yeah, but I don't even like eating that much.
People are fucking mean, and actually people are just mean on tour. It is, but then they're also really nice at the same time. I don't know, it's hard. I think when you're on tour, you're just getting the highs and lows like all the fucking time, and so you don't even know what is what.
Towards something, man.
I do have to say the one place I remember people being like consistently mean, and maybe this is because I'm lame, was like Philly. I was playing this show, I got like body slammed by someone.
While you were playing?
No, not while I was playing. I was just like walking, and this girl just like body slammed me in this bar, and she was like, she had like tattoos, and I was like, the fuck is going on? And then when we were sound checking, this guy was like mouthing off at me because I nicely asked for a particular mic stand because I had to like position it within my pedal board. It's like this whole one of those things where you just have like a live thing sorted that you've been doing forever.
Yeah.
And you're like,
yeah.
I need to have it done. But he was like lecturing me about how I was wrong about that. And so then I had to like become a huge bitch on stage. like during the sound check, and I was like, damn, Philly, come on. But at the same time, I liked it. I met really cool people. I just think like touring is hard because you have to interface with people 24/7.
That's definitely a shit part of it. Just talking so much.
Yeah, and like
just doing things. Sound guys are just also a fucking shit breed of human. Like most of the time. They can be really cool. They can be really cool. Most of the time, they're just not cool.
Yeah.
They're just really annoying. But I love when a sound guy's like tight and he like fucks with the band. And he's like, you guys sound fucking sick. I'm like, yes. It's like you've heard like a trillion bands. For you to say that we sound sick means something. We've had some shit sound this tour, man. Dude, we got fucked in Sweden. Like fucked.
Really? Why? But you have such a simple setup. It doesn't really make sense.
Oh man, dude, we got on stage. No one could hear anything. I feel like all of our monitors were dead. My mic kept cutting during the like. It was just a lot of bad things.
That's like a basic thing. That's so fucking.
No,
basic.
it was. Dude, he did the whole thing on an iPad, and we were just like, "Yo, this guy's stupid."
I don't know.
Someone threw water on stage all over me and like soaked our computer and fucked our computer up.
Oh my God.
It was all crazy. We had to stop for like 5-10, like not 10 minutes, but like probably like 5 minutes. And I was like trying to keep everyone like, I'm like, yeah, fuck. I don't know what to say. I'm not a public speaker. I'm a singer. Hopefully we can figure this out.
Oh God. I hate the awkward things on stage.
Do you like talking between songs and shit?
Are you asking me as a viewer or as a performer?
No, as a performer. That's a good question. As a performer.
This is something I think about a lot because
Me too.
I don't have a guitar tech right now. I'm gonna need one, but in the past shows I've played, I have to like do a lot of stuff in between songs secretly, so I have to tune. And sometimes I wonder, am I making people bored, or am I fucking this up by not just like running into the next song?
But do you like to do it yourself? Like, do you like to talk? I saw one show of you and you talked. You said stuff. You told like a little story, I think.
I do like to talk. I don't mind it. So I don't know. I really don't know.
It's kind of hard.
Yeah.
I sometimes feel like I feel weird if I don't, but I don't know. I feel like we have to. I feel like it's important. Especially, for us, I think in our world, someone likes us, then they really like us. You know what I mean?
Yeah. You know what? If I were to just go to one of your shows and I didn't know you, I'd want to see you say something in between.
Yeah. I always say stuff. Sometimes I'm like switched on where I can like really say a lot of shit, and some nights I'm kind of just like, oh, but damn, this shit's so fire. I fucking love the Ramones. Yeah. I don't know. I feel like I've gotten better at it.
When people look back at rock journalism that documents like some of the legendary bands, like the Replacements or something, people always talk about like there being like extreme, again with the extreme highs and lows, but people talk about like shows being really different and some shows like being too fucked up and like not good, but then that was part of the draw, is like you never knew what kind of show you were going to get. So it's kind of, I guess it's like, you know what's more fucked up is that in our era now, everything's online and people don't, I feel like giving people a second chance or following along with them or buying into their mythology is less common because everything's just consumed online.
Anyone can have good taste in something. It does not take talent to have an opinion.
Yeah.
I don't understand like that type of shit. Like movie critics and like reviewers of stuff, like everyone can do it. Not everyone. That's a lie, but I don't know. I just feel like it's kind of a bullshit job, fake job.
Yeah, I don't know. It's interesting. I think there's a lot of good journalism that's older. I think sometimes it's interesting now, but I think the biggest problem is that like people don't have to see an artist as many different things compiled. Like sometimes people think of us as like, oh, I'm going to go listen to Stacy when I want this vibe. And then I'll go listen to Alaska when I want this vibe. And it's like, you're an artist that has multiple different sides to you. Like it would be better if people didn't think of us as like, you know, she's that girl that's going to do like kind of something like, I can't even say it because I like am so cringe. And then they're like, Stacy, I'm going to Stacy for my like this vibe, and then I'm gonna put it all in a playlist. And it's like, I actually am not against that. And then it's like,
Yeah.
how do you really grow as an artist? You know?
Yeah, I don't know, man. I mean, honestly,
No.
everything's kind of fucked up these days.
Yeah.
Like super fucked up.
You just don't listen to anybody except for other artists that you trust.
Like nothing new really excites me anymore. Like what new artists are actually good? Like that you found in the last 2 years. But also like I feel like we're out of the period of our lives where like we can like fall in love with something. You know what I mean? Like we're not in a fan mindset anymore. Like as a kid, you kind of
yes and
are,
no.
and you like. I feel like I used to grasp onto things and like, but now I don't. But like
think
I don't
yes
know.
and
There's a
no.
couple bands that I like that I really like, but like not like how I used to like people that I would find on like SoundCloud and stuff when I was like 16.
I think it's really hard for like cool artists to get to a certain level where many other people will find out about them. And so I think that is sometimes like discouraging in a way.
There's definitely some sick bands. I don't want to be like
No, but I agree with you. I think that like the stuff that gets super hypey, it's not interesting right now.
It's shit. It's honestly shit.
But then I see like some of my friends and people I know like just grinding and they're super talented, and I'm just like,
Yeah, no, I feel the same way about myself. I feel like I'm not even that sick compared to a lot of shit that's probably way smaller than me. You know what I mean?
I remember you saying this before. It's so sweet, but it's also not true.
There's some bands that I don't know, that are just like I don't know. Do you know that band Julie?
You know, that's familiar. I can't speak.
They're from
Sorry.
I think they're from LA.
Yeah.
They're really cool. Do you know, there's this band that I found recently called Untitled Halo. That's like insane. They're also from LA. And
See,
then
like
this
I
other
haven't
band
heard
called
of any of these people, and I'm like vaguely clued into stuff. So it's like I just feel like there's this weird thing where people can't really break this barrier.
These are all like really small bands. Or not Julie. Julie probably sells more tickets than I do, or definitely do, but Halo's really small. There's another band called Benches that's really good from San Diego. But I'm like, when I hear those bands, I'm like, these bands are cooler than me. Like, it doesn't make sense why I have 4 million monthly listeners and these fools have like 100,000. Doesn't make any sense.
I don't know.
So, yeah, I take it back. There's cool bands. There's a lot of whack now. Especially being signed and shit to a label and seeing like how things work. It's like nothing's real. Like how stuff gets big and how everything works. It's like all so fucked. And it's all just money.
All you gotta hope though is that like 20 years down the line, the good stuff stands out. Because I think it does. I think ultimately it does.
So are you satisfied right now?
Financially, no. I'd like it to have more people, you know, find something in my music. But at the end of the day, honestly, like I do just like love having a community of artists around me that I'm excited by, and I like just making music, you know. And if I did have to if I had to die tomorrow, I think I would be happy that I'd want to wait till my album's out, and then I would be fairly happy. I wouldn't think that I had wasted time. I wouldn't think that. Yeah.
Oh man. Well, must be nice.
Why? What the hell?
I want to be famous.
You want to be?
I want to sell out I'm gonna sell out Madison Square and like the Hollywood Bowl. I can't rest until that. If I died tomorrow, I'd be really sad. Like really sad.
I mean, I would be really sad, Stacey. I don't want to die after my album releases.
I used to say that after Misery dropped, I could die, but now I'm just like, fuck that. So that's such a lie. What were you saying though?
I think I'm really scared of the people that have mega fame. Scary.
I want that so much. I'm gonna get it.
I'd feel slightly scared by that. I'm not saying that I don't want to have more people listen to my music. Not that at all. I'm just saying like the mega pop stardom really scares the shit out of me.
Dude, last night at this party I was at, I was sitting beside Tobey Maguire and Leo DiCaprio, and it was so sick. And I was like, I need to be like those fools.
Stacey, you can't go to the grocery store like that.
I know, but fuck it, dude. These fools walked into the party, bro. Them two fools, just like 2 security guards and them. And like they had already cleared the whole section beside me to like so that these fools could just come in straight away and sit down. So they like cleared the whole section because there's a bunch of people sitting there. They cleared it out, brought over like all this fucking alcohol, put it in the freezer thing on the shit. You know, it's a club, and then it's just like empty for a second, and then fucking these two fools sit down, and I was like, fuck. And then like 10 chicks walk over and just start like talking to them, and I was just like, I'm sitting here fucking like a couple feet away with Andrew. And Andrew's like, "Oh man, this is such a fun night." Blah, blah, blah. I'm like, "No, it's not. I need to be Leo DiCaprio."
Dude, you know what's more fun is that you're like the cool punk person that's like playing the show. Like to me, okay, here, I'm gonna make this really heady and whatever. I'm gonna say if I was a girl at the show, I would think that the musician was way cooler.
Yeah, but that's you.
I'm so indie, I know.
I know,
I hate it. I hate it about myself, but I also like it.
No, I feel the same. I've always just wanted to be famous since I was like a kid.
Yeah.
Like it sounds corny, like I want to be famous, but I really want to be famous.
Yeah.
Super important to me. Not any other way than being a musician though. Like I wouldn't want to be famous any other way. Like if I had to like do something else, I wouldn't do it. Like I have to be a musician.
You really care about music. Like
that's all I care about, really.
Like you're kind of crazy about it in a great way.
It's hard sometimes, but yes.
Like you really care.
Yeah, I do.
I noticed when we were in the studio together, you would like veto stuff and it just felt like really real because sometimes you go into a setting where you're writing with other people or like doing something on someone's song and they'll like veto something, but it's just to have an opinion and they don't really care about like the actual music part of it. But it's like I can tell your heart's always in it for the music, like 100%. And so like you have to say something because it's exactly how you feel because you're having an emotional connection with the music. And I think that is really apparent with you, which is a compliment.
That makes me feel great. Thank you. I hope that's true. I mean, I just know like what I like, so it just makes it easy.
Because you like music.
Well, I feel like a lot of people struggle with that. I'm lucky. That's what I'm saying. Like that's what a fucking journalist or a tastemaker or a reviewer is. Like they just know what they like. It's not like a talent, or maybe it is.
I think it's hard to be decisive.
Yeah, maybe it is.
Unfortunately, I think sometimes it's hard to stand behind what you say. But I think once you get that, like,
yeah,
that's pretty golden.
That's true.
I don't know.
It's tough. There's really no wrong though for like music, I guess.
Except when people are like,
it's just...
Stacey sucks.
Oh my God. I don't know. No, I don't know, man. It's just, I don't know. The way things are, the way that everything is, it's like all you really have is like an opinion on yourself. Yeah. If you don't have that, then you're done. It's over for you.
You have that in your songs?
Not even. I mean, I guess I have my songs, but if I don't have an opinion on my songs, things are going to go downhill fast. Like I've made a lot of songs that people are like, you have to like release this. And I'm like, no, this is horrible.
Yeah.
I try not to think about it. I kind of just, I'm so bad with music. I'm actually the worst. Like I make stuff and I'm like, oh, this is sick. And then like 2 days later, I'll make it and I'll like send it to like everyone that I know. And I'm like, this is the sickest shit I've ever made in my life. And they're like, yeah, bro, this is cool. And then like I listen to it like 1,000 times. And then like 2 days later, I'm like, oh, this song sucks. Like I have like my next album, I have like 30 songs. And I like, honestly, I'm burnt on like most of them. But like every one of those songs was like a moment where I was like, oh my God, this is the sickest shit ever. But I'm burnt on it all.
You listen too much. You can't do the demoitis thing.
I have it bad.
You should just limit yourself.
When I make a good song, like that's the only thing in the world that can make me like stoked is that one song. Like every other song just feels like shit. Until I burn out the song I just made.
It's so funny because I just interviewed Aaron from Porches.
Oh, really?
For something, yeah. And we spoke, and he has a similar, just what you're saying about like creating a song. He's like, it's like a high. It's like one of the best things ever in the whole world. And it's like that feeling of when you do a song that you impress yourself in some way, or I don't know if that's the right term, but there's
No,
like
that's the
some
right
sort
word.
of connect. There's some sort of channeling, and you're just like, fuck, that's the best thing ever. It's like a drug in a way.
That's why starting music is so fun, because like you have no expectation or anything. So everything you make just sounds amazing. I miss that.
You just have demoitis, dude. You just need to stop listening. Like you should only let yourself listen twice after.
I don't get sick of other people's stuff though, like I do of mine.
Well, it's
Like-
overthinking it. It's like you don't want to look at a picture
Yeah.
of yourself for 5 hours.
I do that. I'm surprised I don't like hate all my tattoos. I'm always like looking at them. I'm gonna try to not listen to the stuff I make. Maybe this next album I'm gonna make it with a band, you know? I'm gonna make it in a band with a band in the studio.
Yeah.
I'm not even gonna have the files. I'm just gonna be like, send the file to the mixer, you know, take it, and then in 2 months I'll listen to what I made. It will probably be way cooler.
I mean, you might have to do that. I get really fucking sick of my demos when I'm putting production on them and then listening back. Like they disgust me. Like I can see how you feel that way about it, because at first I'm like, this is so sick, and then I spend a really long time like working on a sound, and then I'm grossed out by it. But so now what I do is like, if I want to hear the song again, I just have to play it only on guitar. Like the only way I can hear it again is if I sit and play it and sing it.
That's a really good idea. But you're really good at guitar and I'm fucking not. So
You are. Oh my God. You're so
we're not going
annoying.
down this rabbit hole. I'm not
You're
good at
so
guitar.
annoying.
We're not talking about it.
But I'm going to say what I said again. I'm going to say what I said again before. I think
Let's say it.
you have an interesting way of thinking about guitar, and I think you have a sound that, like, some people have this really gross way of playing guitar, even if they're playing like technically good stuff.
Well,
It's like you kind of have to have this soul connection with it, and I think you have that. So I think you should dig into that.
I
That's all.
do, but still, I need to get better at guitar. But I think what you're saying is maybe right, because I
Just
do
sit
like
and
make cool stuff.
Yeah, okay. Watch Star Wars and play guitar. And noodle.
And noodle is noodling
Yeah.
good,
Yeah.
but I always get so bored. Like once I learn the part of the song that I like, I'm just like, I'm over it.
Yeah. I mean, fair enough. That's why I don't play in standard tuning. I
True.
get haunted by 1,000 other songs, like if I'm playing too much in standard. I'm just like, I can't
Yeah.
focus. I'm like, this sounds like this song, which sounds like this song, which sounds like this song. And so
Yeah, it
that's why
sucks. You're too good at guitar.
I am like, I'm like Tolkien with Elvish or something, but with my guitar.
I don't even know what that means.
Like this idea that I've created this language that can totally stand up on its own, but it's not based in like a real language, really. I don't know. I don't want to get like the Lord of the Rings people on me to say I'm wrong.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Just ignore this like nerd tangent I'm going on privately, okay?
I have no idea what's going on right now.
Okay, that's how I felt about Fortnite.
Wait, dude, what am I touching right now?
What are you touching? Is it gum or cum? Is it sticky?
Is it gum or cum, you say?
Yeah. Stacy, I'm going to tell you something. I hope you're checking for bed bugs.
No, it's such. I didn't wash my hands. Hold on. Give me one. Actually, no, it's fine. I don't think it was cum.
It was gum or cum.
It could have been. This is in our interview. Us talking about cum. I posted some good cum memes on my story the other day.
I didn't see that, thank goodness.
I was watching The Jungle Book, and this tiger, Shere Khan, he kept talking about cum. So I kept.
I love his voice. It's Shere Khan's voice. It's the really deep voice, isn't it?
I'm gonna send you the videos.
Okay, fine.
They're pretty funny.
This is sad because I avoided this on your story, so you're just going to directly message me.
Thanks for listening to the Talkhouse Podcast, and thanks to Alaska Reid and Ekkstacy for chatting. If you liked what you heard, please follow Talkhouse on your favorite podcasting platform and check out all the delights at talkhouse.com. This episode was produced by Myron Kaplan, and the Talkhouse theme is composed and performed by The Range. See you next time.